I'll make you feel like magic. Make you feel like something's in your eye. Hello, tip stare, baby, move a couple times. See you undercover, baby, you can try to hide. I see you in disguise, baby, you can tell a lie. Oh, you can't fake it. Listen to your playlist when I'm alone. I know you hate it.
ব্রো আরেকবার মেসেজ করো না, তুমি যে মেসেজ করছো আরেকবার করো, আরেকবার মেসেজ করো প্লিজ। একটা লাইক দাও আর সাবস্ক্রাইব করো আর চ্যাট করো, আরেকবার চ্যাট করো। হ্যাঁ 1 vs 1 হবে, কেন হবে না? আমি না বলেছি, অবশ্যই হবে। আমি এই গেমটা খেলেছি যখন দেখেছি। তুমি দেখতে থাকো আর একটা লাইক করো, সাবস্ক্রাইব করো। ঠিক আছে, এই গেমটার পরে কিন্তু আমি তোমার সাথে একটা খেলবো, ঠিক আছে?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that.
In particular here.
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's
great chance! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! 200! It's the goal they all came to see. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Munich are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Serginho, and it's Ronaldinho. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that was very necessary. Edmilson. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Shevchenko. Koulibaly. Now, can they get him away? Shevchenko! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Ritwik with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Beckham. Jupe.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Bellingham. Beckham. Looking to play him in. And he welcomes it in. Oh, can he finish? Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to turn it right round. And they've turned it round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Figo is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Zanetti gets into a good position. And that is the end of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So, into the second half.
Munich can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Not the most accurate pass. Edmilson. Van Dijk. Edmilson. Nedved. Now it's Nedved. That's good running with the ball. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Marquez cuts out the pass. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Van Dijk. Nedved. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. Nedved. That is a great pick out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And this is Shevchenko. Chips it through. Getting up there! He will be livid with himself. Could be danger here. And it's Bellingham. Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Shevchenko. Number 7, Bellingham.
Nedved plays it short.
18,
That is a brilliant interception.
coming on the field.
Jude.
Number 13,
Koundé.
Torres.
Nedved.
Number 16, Fermin.
And the return pass.
Number 50,
And here's Lopez. And he's well positioned here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Edmilson, the man that is tenacity personified.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Zanetti does well to get it back. Beckham. And it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
It's Asa!
Roma can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the through
there
ball.
will be 1 minute added time.
Inzaghi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And there goes their last chance. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
And a quick announcement for the benefit
So
of
there it
anybody who has
is.
found
What
themselves
struck you
a
most
little
about
lost
that?
today.
Well, Peter,
Please look
this
at the
was
screen for
probably more
information on how to
slugfest
find
than
your
a
way
a
over.
Please do one like or subscribe please. बहुत मजा आएगा भाई। और क्या कमेंट बताइए ना, कमेंट में आप खेलते हैं कि नहीं। एक लाइक और एक सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, बहुत मजा आएगा गेम प्ले में। अब नया गेम चालू होने वाला है। एक लाइक और एक सब्सक्राइब करने में कुछ नहीं आता भाई। प्लीज़ एक लाइक और एक सब्सक्राइब कीजिए प्लीज़। शेख मुरसलिन, अगर आप है ना तो प्लीज़ बताइए कि है। अब तो नहीं है, इसीलिए मैं गेम चालू कर दिया है।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last major title, they finally managed it. And it was, of course, largely down to this man.
Yeah, and they won it in the best way possible against Brazil, in Brazil. OK, it wasn't exactly a classic match by any means.
Tries a shot! Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. No way through. And here's Messi. Juve. And this is Inzaghi. Juve in acres of space out wide. And that's a throw-in. Shot could be on. Neymar! No, not quite. Can he get it through? Marquinhos attempts a clearance. They get a throw in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Juve going about things with real menace. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And he gets rid in a hurry. De Bruyne looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted, and it's with the keeper. Khan clears. Ball's gone out of play. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now that looks a decent ball. De Bruyne. Schneider. And it's Ibrahimovic. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered low. Deftly away. Now he's got space here. That has been cut short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for the run. And this is De Bruyne. And he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception. And it's been hooked away. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Koulibaly. And it's Rijkaard. To Beckham. Neymar. Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Duke. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Koulibaly eases him off the ball. And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho with the clearance. It's a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Neymar. Number 20, Filippo Inzaghi. Coming on the field, number 15, Hazard. Number 17, Didier
Oh, super!
Drogba.
It's Snyder! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through. And it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Now it's Beckham. That's an imaginative pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that was very necessary. He's got away. Ibrahimovic! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him
Substitutions
down.
taking place.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Cole! Great defending, strong and determined. Opts to play it back. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them
There
to
will be
try
3
again.
minutes added time.
Lovely shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? There you have it. The referee says that time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Beckham. It's out for a goal kick. Kukçu. And it's Ronaldinho. Well read, nice interception. Koulibaly. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Alvarez. And the finish! And he's done it! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Inzaghi! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Hazard. Now, can they get him away? And here's Inzaghi. That looks a cracking goal. He's had a shot! And no mistake. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Munich are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's got away.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And it's Neymar. Decent chance! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Diouf. Rummenigge. Here's a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Serginho. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, super! Beckham! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He steps in, and that's the end of that. And Beckham! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckham to take it as usual. Grimaldo is there, and he can get that clear. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Alexander-Arnold. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy.
Your attention to the screen right
So
now
we
for
reached the halfway
information
point.
on your
Well, I
shuttle
can
bus
tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. That gets us going once more. Neymar has set up one goal so far. Oh, no joy this time. Grimaldo. Can he get it through? Inzaghi gets flagged offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Juve has found the net here, of course. And it's Neymar. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Koulibaly gets across to intercept that.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Grimaldo, he won't be happy with that one. Alexander-Arnold is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's where it came from. That's the keeper's ball. Alexander-Arnold. Shot, and he shoots! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He is through here. He's having a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolute...
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The keeper doing his best to put him off. That is some save from Khan. And he's whipped it across. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Well, there's a probing ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, good take in a good area. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's in a great position here.
4 added
Serginho.
minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Neymar,
This is the time you need that pace.
and he's worked it through. That's been cut out, well played. There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having...
Baby girl,
Just slow it down, let your body speak.
speak.
I know that timing is everything.
Got me weak.
All I got is infinity.
Sit.
Infinity.
Let it talk to me. Just slow it down, let your body speak. I know that timing is everything. Everything. How long I got is infinity. Infinity. You got the vibe and I'm feeling you, girl. Missing my flight cause you show me the world. Your body be talking, I love what I heard. If this is the night, then just give me the word. Give me the word, show me a sign. Tell me you're ready and I'll make you mine. Ain't what I'm sipping and this ain't no lies. Real talk, girl, when me looking at your eyes. I can't see you overanalyze everything, girl. Cause you can't put your trust in everything. But it's a must cause your body keep flirting. Make the rhythm just keep on working. Baby girl, I'm hurting. Cause your body just keep on twerking. But your eyes keep looking and lurking. I got all the time in the world. Let it talk to me. Set it. Just slow it down, let your body speak. Turn it up. I know that timing is everything. Let's do this. How long I got is infinity. Infinity. Let it talk, step, step. Baby girl, don't you worry, not friend. Let it talk, step, step. Look how long me and you fi connect. Let it talk, step, step. Yeah, shake it up, don't you worry, not friend. Let it talk, step, step. Yeah, look how long me and you fi connect. Hold on tight, baby girl, come in love when you brace it back. Tell the DJ turn it up, max. Blast it up, ain't no turning back. So long.
I got this love to give you one time. And boy, you're moving so fine. You got me losing my mind.
Let it talk to me. Hey, just slow it down, let your body speak. Right away. I know that timing is everything. No play, no play. How long I got is infinity. Nah, straight on ya. Infinity. Let it talk, step, step. Baby girl, don't you worry, not friend. Let it talk, step, step. Look how long me and you fi connect. Let it talk, step, step. Shake it up, don't you worry, not friend. Let it talk, step, step. Look how long me and you fi connect.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
And this is Eto'o. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a really well-measured ball. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar threads one in. Oh, that was vital. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Munich clearly should have gone for the...
Oh, shooting chance! Serginho tries to clear. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's Neymar! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Eto'o is herring after that one. Robertson. Schneider. It's Schneider! No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Aimed beyond the defence. Doué's cross. And that has been knocked clear. No luck with that dink over the top. Ball's gone out of play. Beckham. Now it's Inzaghi. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked out the run. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. He's through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking to play him in. Vinicius Junior is flagged offside. Howson. Koulibaly. Rijkaard. Serginho. Neymar. That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. Cafu. And he's had it nicked away. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. And they've got a throw. And it's Schneider. Schneider! Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Beckham. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Rijkaard gets on his bike and on the move. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. Oh, he ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Beckham tries to pass it, and the shot! And a neat finish! How they've waited! Now they have it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
एक लाइक और एक सब्सक्राइब कर दो प्लीज़, और ज़रूर कमेंट में बताओ कि तुम ई फुटबॉल खेलते हो कि नहीं। हम लोग ज़रूर 1 वर्सेस 1 करेंगे, लेकिन एक लाइक और एक सब्सक्राइब करो प्लीज़, मेरा ये रिक्वेस्ट है। एक लाइक, जो भी लाइक देख रहे हो यार, एक लाइक करो और एक सब्सक्राइब करो, एक लाइक कर दो।
Above a gentle beat, a night so calm, I feel complete. Find my way with tired feet. Whispers in the cool night air, promises beyond compare. Nighttime hides away our care, moments we can always share.
जल्दी एक लाइक कर दो, जो भी देख रहे हो भाई। अपना नाम बताओ, मैं तुम्हारा नाम लेता हूँ लाइव में। अपना नाम बताओ और एक लाइक कर दो, एक लाइक कर दो प्लीज़। डू 1 लाइक प्लीज़, और प्लीज़ डू 1 सब्सक्राइब। प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब एंड लाइक माई लाइव। प्लीज़ डू 1 लाइक फॉर माई लाइव सेशन। प्लीज़ डू 1 लाइक, और प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल। Please do 1 like or 1 subscribe. 1 like for my live session and 1 like for my channel. Please do 1 like.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Robertson gets over and intercepts. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shot could be on. It's Inzaghi! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And the pass is intercepted. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dani Olmo spread it left. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Beckham getting this one clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Probing pass. Alexander-Arnold. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, the ball's gone astray. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his... Score! Oh, crossbar! Out for a throw. Here's a shot! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! A finish of true class! The first significant strike. A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Mohun Bagan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Koulibaly concedes a free kick for that. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Deftly away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the...
He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mohun Bagan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ronaldinho can get it clear. Good chance here! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Alexander-Arnold is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Rijkaard. Beckham. Wriggles his way through. He's shifting through the gears here. It's hit the upright. No, that's been intercepted. It's a good run he's making out on the left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ooh, a delicate chip through. Threads one in. Tries to play it through. Well, that's well spotted. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Munich really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now it's Berbatov, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Koulibaly, and this is and a chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
He's picked his way through. Beckham. That's a good foray he's making. And this is Inzaghi. And this is Neymar. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Spread out to the left. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. And there's green grass ahead of... It's Inzaghi! It's bounced back off the post. Ronaldinho. Now Neymar. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through. And he shoots! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Mohun Bagan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Berbatov ready to try one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clear.
Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
It's Inzaghi! And for sure, that was not one of his best. That has ended up in no man's land. Juke. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at...
The table is crawling with nonsense, and I won't say it a second time, 'cause I downright nearly lost my mind. Put it on the table, don't you ask me twice, because the table is crawling with questions, and I surround myself with good these days. 'Cause the trouble will take you far astray, far astray. Bringing me down, not picking me up, yeah. Giving, or just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. Bringing me down, not picking me up, yeah. Just kicking a can down the road, telling me yes when it really ain't it. I don't wanna stay in the place, no. So I put it on the table, I won't ask you twice, because I'm grown and I've been here before. It's been too long and life's too short to sit around just feeling sad. Ask you twice, because the light bulb is energy saving, and it takes its time illuminating, and I will see you again. Pulling me down, not picking me up, yeah. Or just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. Pulling me down, not picking me up, yeah. Or just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
yeah.
And Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Cruyff, can he get it through? And that has left him in a heap. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for the run. A heavy challenge. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now then, the ball's come loose. Quarter of an hour played. So it is still 0-0. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Alvarez. Koulibaly does really well to win the ball there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. Belletti. Now, can they get him away? He is through here! He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Palmeiras are down to 10 men. And it's Beckham. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Palmeiras have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face. Ibrahimovic! In he goes again! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Marquinhos clears without hesitation. Jupe, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Thinks about the shot. And that is well cleared. Great vision. And it's been played through. Shapes to shoot! What a wonderful goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
After 41 minutes is number 20.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And here's Cruyff. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that
There
is the
will be 1
difference.
minute
And
at
the
a
score
time.
is 1-0. That's good vision. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that.
And Batistuta! Oh, classic Batistuta! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that is a little undercooked. It's run loose here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Philippe Inzaghi! It's a goal! And they've got their lead back! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Ibrahimovic. Oh, super find. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's put paid to the danger.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now It's Ibrahimovic. Beckham gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! It's loose and... Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Substitution in progress.
Beckham standing over it. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with two strikers, two wing-backs, and potentially two runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally, it can get the numbers back into your own.
Great vision. That has been cut short. And it's Beckham. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Doué. Can he get on the end of this? Played into the box. Khan claims it without any fuss.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Saliba. Neymar turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Well, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volumes about how much he dedicates himself and keeps himself in top condition for every one of those match days. He's a...
Can he finish? Beckham, the regular corner taker. That has been knocked clear. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Shevchenko proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Chance for a shot! And it's a goal! The first significant strike. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Beckham. Edmilson. Can he spark a counter here? Raul is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Substitution for France, number 11.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Coming on to replace him
Well,
is
great position for a
Messi.
cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
That is some save from Khan. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Koulibaly clears without
2 added
hesitation.
minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? Saliba. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half.
Substitution for France, Messi. Coming on the field is number
Gets us going
5,
once more.
Mikel Oyarzabal.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Raul. Edmilson. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball, that has not gone well.
France genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate...
Oh, good effort! And no mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
France tries a shot! Oh, good finish! And that is goal number 20. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Silvestre. Filippo Inzaghi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Alexander-Arnold is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Can he latch on to this?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution for France, number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
To replace him is number 30, substitution.
Jordan Henderson. Raul.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Serginho plays the return pass. It's Ronaldinho. And here's Drogba. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he shoots! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The
and
game yet to
welcome to
kick off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through.
Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a right smile there.
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
Punched away. He'll try from distance. Missed by a fraction. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the through ball, shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Goes for the shot! Hits wide, but not by very much.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Munich have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
And he shoots! He scored! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
The goal scorer after 20 minutes is number 20, Filippo Inzaghi.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's good running with the ball. Nicely shaped ball. Now this could be it. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Munich really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Beckham. And here's Inzaghi. Neymar. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Milan are looking to go forward now. That ball looks a good one.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He is through here.
Munich can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And he was quick to react. And it's Beckham. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he was alert to it. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, he's onto this. There's the shot! And there's a goal! business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's gone for a throw-in. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho picks it up out. Towering header! It's there! Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping so...
And that is indeed the final act. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's been shifted off it. Beckham has created one goal already. And this is Shevchenko. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And he's managed to get free.
Munich really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's an imaginative pass. That is a brilliant interception. Khan clears without hesitation.
Substitution for Milan, number 14, Shevchenko, number 20, Bucharest.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's
Olmo.
Totti. It's Totti! It's loose, and there's a race for the
Number
ball.
3,
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Batistuta, number 30, Van
Totti.
Basten, number 22, Francesco Totti.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
McAllister, substitution.
This ended up in no man's land. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Drogba. And he can thump it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Rijkaard. That's a shade optimistic.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
But that signals the very end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
And this is Shevchenko. He's come in hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's intervened well there. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Back where it came from. That's a good ball. Neymar. Ronaldinho. Can he get on the end of this? And it's been played. It's Inzaghi! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Neymar shot a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckham standing over it. Schneider is there, and he can get that clear. Nicely aimed pass. Koulibaly. Jupe. And here's Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Ronaldinho. Now he's got space here.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
And he's straight offside. Threads one in. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Big chance! It's hit the crossbar. Jude always looking for that half a chance. Tries to pass it through. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And here's Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neymar. And the shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 2 then. Saliba gets it away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And this is Neymar. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Munich are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Diouf. Searching pass he's played there. Good read, needed to be. He's having a pop! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Gerrard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Diouf clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Madrid have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Munich couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Jude.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a searching pass. And the shot! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, easy pickings there. Shevchenko is onto this. Koulibaly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's been cut out, well played.
Munich really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Beckham. And here's Inzaghi. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Oh, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. Juke. Oh, good-looking ball. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable.
I could never fit nobody. I'm only here to party.